Yo, welcome to the non-playable character channel. We doing it big. Tap in with your boy all 2025. This is a channel completely for non-playable characters only. Yeah, NPCs. This is a real NPC zone, man. Low key. Just think about it. A person that's an NPC is somebody that you have no control over. Yeah, we here uncontrolled. What this episode is about, guys, we're gonna be talking about the history of teabagging and gaming. There's a lot of scenarios where like people was like, it started here. I did a little bit of research on the internet and I got the 2 games with the first confirmed teabags to history known to man. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da. The history of teabagging started on Counter-Strike and Quake in the early 2000s. I was never too hip to Quake besides in Game Informer's book, but amazing game, Counter-Strike. Amazing game. To this day, people are still getting teabagged to this day on that. Okay, PSA for the guys that don't understand what teabagging is. Basically, it's a gesture when you win a gunfight and you taunt your opponent by standing over their body and crouching quickly. Back to back to back to back. As quick as you can. That's what teabagging is. That's the first example of teabagging. Like that was the first ever teabag, was just a basic crouch. Stand and crouch over a motherfucker's body that you just won a gunfight. You crouch, stand up, crouch, and do that quick as hell, and it looks funny as hell. That's the first emote in history. Definitely the first emote in gaming history. That's for sure how you wanted to taunt people. When you want to disrespect somebody on the game, when you don't have a mic, teabag them. Look at this footage. Look at these clips. You see this? This is how we used to disrespect people on the game. Before we had communications, we used to have a keyboard and stuff. Before they let us be mic'd up, we had to communicate by gestures on the game, and one of the main disrespectful gestures was the teabag. It took over everything. Soon it spread it like wildfire. It went to Halo, Call of Duty. It was everywhere. Every game, people was teabagging. You couldn't escape it. Fighting games, RPG games. Hell, you could even teabag on Animal Planet. What's that game called about the animals and shit at the farm? Y'all know. I'll look it up and put the real clip in. That game though. It was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. So you know what these companies did? They was like, man, let's start putting emotes in games and charging people for them. Every emote that you see nowadays where people are doing taunts and little pulling their gun out and it turns into a raccoon and shoots a cocoon, then turns back into a gun. All that shit came from teabagging, just the prone, crouch, back to back. It came from that. It's a multi-million-dollar business now. Every game has DLCs where you can buy a taunt, melee, not melee, emote package, taunt package. All of that came from teabagging. It's a multi-million-dollar business now. It's DLC every game. But out of the history of gaming, you want to know the funny thing? You can buy all them expensive ass taunts and all that cool ass stuff that you can buy. But nothing beats standing over your ass, teabagging your dumb ass. You can have the motherfucking taunt where you turn into Michael Jackson and motherfucking Billie Jean slide across my body. Then I'll land back on you. Then I'ma just prone dome you. Doop, 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 doop. You're gonna be way more saltier. You spent 20 while I'm doing some free shit that's hitting more harder. The name of the game has changed, guys. It's about money. It's not about being creative and fun anymore. It's about spinning that bag to be creative and fun. That's the thing that gaming has lost in touch with its community. We don't have no problem spending our money on stuff. But now it's just too money hungry. It's like, y'all charge us 70 for a game just to charge us another 70 for content plus seasons for the rest of the year for $20. So in actuality, if we want to get the whole 100% of the games nowadays, we have to spend 100 plus bucks. Me coming from the 90s, bro, we used to spend $50, bro, and we had the whole everything on the game, bro. Then we could go get the cheat code book. And if we, you know what I'm saying, we can get the cheat code book, then we have everything we need. If we can't figure some shit out, we not spending $20 to get a unlock key to go through the season. We not spending 20 for that. We're spending $15 on a motherfucking book that's gonna cover us for the next games for the next 2 years. Man, a lot of stuff have changed with gaming, man. But one thing it hasn't changed, people are still doing the teabag to this day. I'm finna roll some clips for y'all, like current clips of people still getting teabagged. I even gonna throw some of mine in. It don't stop. I will never buy a taunt. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have bought DLC packs like skins and cosmetics and stuff. Yeah, we all have, yeah. That is the day and age, you can't escape it, but I'm not finna just buy a motherfucking taunt when I know I could just teabag you though. And you gonna be seeing me teabag you, gonna be head scratching, like you gonna be listen. Be head scratching like goddamn. Yeah, this is a real deep rabbit hole when it comes to this gesture and gaming, teabagging. It goes real deep. I know any of you guys that are watching my video that's gamers, I know you probably, especially if you play competitive gaming, you probably did that before or got it done to you for sure. Comes with the territory. But one thing we can't deny is that teabagging set up a way for people to make millions off of just a useless ass taunt. Like, we used to didn't have taunts, so we made our own taunts. So now they were like, oh, they love taunts. Let's make, got creative with it. Now they making millions of dollars from what used to be teabag to now is taunting DLC packs. The game lore to this teabag history goes deep. It goes to every game that's competitive. I remember on God of War, not God of War. Even on God of War, I bet I could find some clips by searching it up. But I'm talking about on Gears of War. You couldn't even really crouch. Motherfuckers used to teabag you by standing over you, walking. Basically, it was crit walking over you. Y'all know, any of y'all from some Gears of War community know what I'm talking about, how y'all used to teabag people. Y'all know y'all used to stand over people and go back and forth to stand over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all footwork, and then y'all swing y'all shotgun like a golf puck and knock their head off. I've been there, done that. I know how the history on there goes too. Just like Halo. Halo had the first, I think Halo was the game that really put teabagging on a disrespectful level. Like other games, like I mentioned Counter-Strike and Quake, you could teabag. But when it hit Halo, that's when other games started to be like, all right, we need to put some DLCs or some taunts, bro. Cause on Halo, that's the all-star game. I'm talking about a little late in the video, but Halo is the game that really made teabagging go like worldwide, as everybody just kind of knew about that. Cause if you played Halo, you was getting teabagged at least once a game, bro. Somebody was gonna teabag, or you was seeing somebody get teabagged. You was gonna get shot with the shotgun and get meleeed, and the mother gonna stand over you and teabag you, and your body was gonna be moving and shit. That was the first game where you could actually teabag motherfuckers, and they body be moving. So it was even more disrespectful. Say I'm lying, y'all. Any people from the gaming community on my video right now, drop a subscribe, like. But say I'm lying. If I'm lying, don't subscribe and like. If I'm lying, don't subscribe and like. But y'all know I ain't lying, so subscribe and like. But yeah, the red versus blue teams, That shit put the fucking teabag and shit on the map, bro. After that, bro, Halo, bro. I don't know. It took some years for it to actually where other games like Fortnite was the first game to honestly put a big price tag on that type of stuff, and then other companies kind of jumped in after that. But what Halo did, what Halo started, Halo was like the first game to really put teabagging like on like a front, like the front street. Everybody played Halo after that. Everybody knew about teabagging, bro. You probably didn't even have to play Halo to know about teabagging. It was clips. It was clip compilations from Halo of teabagging. People getting high, getting killed, taculars, and teabagging motherfuckers and shit. This is the real history of teabagging. And I'm not gonna be on here I was gonna get on here and get to trying to edit my voice like I'm a motherfucking newscaster
commentary type person, but I'm me, man. I'm gonna be talking to y'all like me, bro. Not gonna be editing my voice to sound like commentary, bro. I'm talking to y'all how I'm gonna talk. Real NPC right here talking to you guys, bro. I'm gonna talk to y'all how I talk, bro. I'm not gonna talk to y'all like a commentary bot. I'm gonna talk to y'all like who I am, bro. That's also why I didn't jump off. Well, I'm going into another topic, but, you know, this is my first video, man. I could talk about a couple things. No? But yeah, I ain't jumping to the YouTube shits because I just like, man, how I'm gonna approach this, man. This is my first video. I've been wanting to drop this for a minute, like, man, do I gotta talk on here like a commentary? I'm like, I ain't got no commentary voice. Like, I can write. I'm good at writing and stuff. And, like, I'm well-spoken and all, but it be people on YouTube, and I be looking at their videos, and they be like, man, they script, how they be commentary, and they script be immaculate, man. I'm like, I can't do it like that. But here we are, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tune in to me. I'm gonna be dropping all type of content. Gaming content, vlog content, this why I'm gonna do my content, man. I got 2 other pages. I do music too. Check out Heater James, Heater with the Bag on YouTube to type that here. You could check out Cap That Film. That's why I do my film work and editing. So if you somebody that need an editor or you need some film work, you can reach me on that page. Just type that. When I see it, Cap That Film, I'm gonna pop the ooh. Y'all see that? Check me out. Check that out though for me, guys. Make sure y'all tune in to me, man. It's all love, man. Shout out to all the NPCs across America, man. Trying to make it out, man. We gonna do the do. Tune in, though.